The soft flicker of the candle at dinner buzzed around me like a restless mosquito, more irritating than soothing. Across the table, Rachel, my wife of 6 years, barely touched her grilled salmon. Her eyes were glued to her phone, thumbs swiping with mechanical ease. "Can we at least enjoy one meal without your phone?" I asked, keeping my voice even. Startled, she looked up like a child caught sneaking candy. Her lips parted to form an excuse, but stopped short. She gave a shallow nod and flipped the phone face down. For a brief moment, I let myself believe her gesture was sincere. I wanted to trust her, but the faint smirk tugging at the corner of her lips told me everything I needed to know. I took a sip of wine and glanced at the phone again. Notifications lit up the screen, one after another. Her hand crept toward it, fingertips grazing the edge like it was something she couldn't live without. I'd known for months that something wasn't right. The late nights at work, the hurried phone swiping, the distance between us in bed. I clung to denial, because the truth would destroy everything. But tonight was different. "Go ahead," I said, nodding toward the phone. She hesitated, then picked it up, glancing at me with nervous eyes before unlocking it. She tried to tilt the screen away, but it was too late. Over the rim of my glass, I saw a name, Evan. My chest tightened. She began typing rapidly, oblivious to my stare burning holes through her. "Who's Evan?" I asked, calm despite the heat rising inside. Her head snapped up, her face lost color. "What Evan?" I asked again, slower this time. "The guy you're texting during dinner?" Rachel froze. For a second, guilt flashed in her eyes, but just as quickly, her expression hardened. "You're being ridiculous, Mark." That word, ridiculous, it broke something in me. I reached across the table, grabbed the phone from her hand, and hurled it against the wall. The crash echoed like a gunshot. She gasped, sharp and outraged, but I didn't care. "What the hell is wrong with you?" she shouted, standing. "What's wrong with me?" I snapped back. "You're sitting here in our home, texting another man while I'm fighting for this marriage." She opened her mouth, then closed it. No deflection, no clever twist, just silence, and that silence was the truth I needed. She stormed out, slamming the door behind her. Left alone, I let the fury burn through me, but under it was something colder, clearer, a need for justice. Not just for me, but for every time she lied, every night she turned away. The next morning, I called out of work. I pulled our shared phone account records. Evan's number stood out, daily messages, often well past midnight. I hired a private investigator named Frank. He didn't waste time. Within days, he handed me a manila folder full of evidence. Photos of Rachel and Evan meeting at a hotel, transcripts of their texts, even a booking confirmation for a weekend trip. Paid with our joint credit card. It wasn't just cheating. It was a life built behind my back. Step 1. I secured my finances. I moved most of the money from our joint account into my private savings. Left just enough to avoid suspicion. Froze the credit cards. Step 2, the house. Rachel always acted like it was ours, but I bought it before we got married. Her name was never on the deed. I met with my lawyer and began eviction proceedings. Step 3, exposure. I wasn't just ending the marriage. I was ending her lies. I sent the evidence to her parents, her friends, even her employer. I posted a brutally honest review on the hotel's website, complete with dates and details. When Rachel returned that evening, she found the locks changed. She pounded on the door until I opened it. "What the hell is going on?" she barked. I handed her the envelope. Divorce papers, along with every piece of proof. She flipped through it, her hands trembling. "You think you can just throw me out?" "No, I know I can. It's my house, and you've overstayed your welcome." She begged, threatened, even cried, but it didn't matter anymore. By the end of the week, she was gone. And Evan? He didn't get off easy either. I tracked down his company, a small tech startup, and sent a courteous email detailing his workplace rendezvous with Rachel, with timestamps. He was fired within days. Rachel's world collapsed fast. With no job, no place to stay, and her reputation in ruins, She moved in with a distant cousin hours away. Her once busy phone went quiet. The friend she used to brag to? Gone. Me? I flourished. The house was quiet, but not empty. Peace replaced the tension. I reconnected with friends, focused on work, picked up old hobbies. One evening, glass of wine in hand, I watched the sun set from the porch and felt something I hadn't in years, freedom. She tried to destroy me, but in the end, she only set me free.